Hi everybody, and welcome to Live Organic. My name is Audrey and I am the owner-operator of Live Organic. At Live Organic, my mission is to meet you where you are on your healthy living journey. Whether you're just testing the waters or you're fully submerged, I'm here to facilitate each step of the journey. So today we are going to make some elderberry fermented in honey. I am so excited about this project. So I actually harvested these Sambucus nigra, which is the Latin name for the black elderberry locally where we are in Florida right now. So don't let the palm trees and the sunshine and my tan fool you. It is December, so we are in the throes of what I would definitely call winter. Now we are not native to Florida, so we are really enjoying our winter, but it's still cold and flu season. And while I don't subscribe to the belief that cold and flu season is an actual season, that doesn't make us exempt from catching colds or the flu. So elderberry is so great for its flu fighting properties. So right now I'm just stripping them off of their branches because the branches do contain phytotoxins. They cannot be eaten. And I will actually be straining this after the fermentation is complete because we do not want to consume the seeds either. But they will be safe for the fermenting part because they're safe when you make the syrup. If this is your first time stopping by, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that little bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. If you enjoy seeing different herbalism things, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I'm here to meet you where you are on that journey. If you are brand new to healthy living and you have other questions, feel free to send me any messages or comment below. I always am looking to connect with my followers. You can also join my healthy living group on Facebook. Simply search Live Organic. And you will find me there. I'm always giving different healthy living tips and solving the problems that you might have finding those clean products to keep you and your family safe. Alright, so I'm just stripping these umbels. It's actually quite easy, but I'm being very careful not to be too rough because I definitely don't want to get any extra pieces of stem that don't belong in there. My kids hanging around like always, which is so great. So for those of you who are new here, well, I suppose everybody is since I'm just getting my channel off the ground. We are a full-time RV family in addition to being healthy living experts. I laugh when I say experts because I don't think there is a such thing. It's such a journey. There's so many different steps, so many different avenues to explore when you're living healthier. Oops, I keep dropping a few. I don't want to lose any. It's so important not to lose any. So behind me, I don't know if you can get a good view of that. You can actually see the St. Vincent Sound. We are, as I mentioned, in Florida, and we are in the Port St. Joe, Apalachicola area, and it is absolutely beautiful here. I can hear my kids being silly. I love when they're in good moods when they first wake up from their naps. Well, the only one who naps with any frequency is, of course, our 1-year-old. But the older kids are so good about helping him out. So you can kind of see it's coming along. You can see it's getting there. So I am almost done. Actually, that was the end of my first umbel. I only harvested just a really small amount. My husband's like, why don't you just make elderberry syrup out of it? And normally I probably would. I've made lots of elderberry syrup out of fresh elderberries. I actually prefer that flavor to the dried elderberries that tastes really medicinal. Now, that's not to say I don't like the dried elderberry taste. I just have a harder time getting my kids to drink it as opposed to the fresh. And then I'm originally from the Pacific Northwest, so I'm actually more familiar with the subspecies cerulean, which is the blue elderberry. I looked high and low last fall while we were out there and could not find any, so I felt like a kid in a candy store when I found these just on a hike yesterday on a total whim. Fermenting is definitely one of my favorite things to do. I ferment all manner of things. In fact, yesterday on Facebook, I actually did a live demonstration on fermenting broccoli and cauliflower. So when that's ready in a couple of weeks, I'm actually going to put together an instructional video on here, and we will test out the one that I started. So I'm really excited about that because that was my first time doing that, although I do sauerkraut and kimchi quite regularly, as well as carrots. Whoops, I do not want that green one in there. Alright, so I do have a few stems that I'm going to kind of pick through here and get it out of there. It does not have to be super perfect because a small amount is likely not going to be harmful, but if I can avoid it, I definitely will. Alright, there we go. I think I got that all cleaned up. And I was joking with one of my friends. I'm actually kind of getting swarmed out here a little bit by the no-see-ums. And we definitely have our fair share of mosquito bites. And it's so funny because you don't really think of December as like a time where you're going to need to like be all loaded up with like bug spray or sunscreen. And those are things that us northerners do tend to need when we visit the south in the winter. But lucky for me, I have special little bug spray that I absolutely love and adore. Let's see if you can see it there. This is the Pest Protection Spray by Poofy Organics. That is another thing that you will quickly learn about me. I love my Poofy Organics. So much so that I am a guide. So if you ever have questions or need any of your personal care, self-care, home care, or supplements swapped out for something that is safe, trustworthy, and effective, just let me know. Like I said, I'm here to meet you where you are on your healthy living journey, and anything I can do to help is my passion. I love to educate and I love to assist people in making those steps. And so that's what I'm here for. All right, we are almost done getting these elderberries all off of them. I'm making a little bit of a mess. Luckily, I've got a little catcher here that's catching the ones that aren't going straight in the jar. So those will get picked up and added. No time. I kind of feel like I'm taking ornaments off of a Christmas tree. And it felt like such a treat getting these elderberries yesterday. Like I said, it was completely unexpected. We ended up doing a little bit of urban foraging. We found this and we found some mandarins, a couple of tiny little green bananas, just because we basically had to have them. And I did pick some hibiscus. Hibiscus is also something that's very medicinal. I'm going to dry it and use it in another ferment in a video coming up, so be on the lookout for that. And I think in the future, maybe I'll have my elderberries stripped off of their branches before I try to do my video. But I did want to show you that even though this is a little bit labor intensive, it's not overly time consuming. This has taken me a little bit under 10 minutes so far to get them all stripped off of here and ready to go. I just have a few left in my cute little silicone baking dish that I'll go ahead and dump in here because that's pretty much the last of them. All right, oops, there's a couple of green ones in here. Good thing I looked. And actually, to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and dump the whole jar because I did see some green ones that escaped me. And I don't want to take any chances because the green ones do have a lot higher of the phytotoxins. And I'd rather keep my family safe. Thank you. So there are a bunch of different types of elderberry. The sambucus, or the elder, is native to Europe. However, the common elder or the black elderberry is frequent in the United States and in Canada. Those are actually two species. And then again, the subspecies of the blue, which are all edible and usable and medicinal. There is also red, which is higher in the phytotoxins and not great for using for medicine. However, I hear it makes really good wine. I have yet to try it, so I can't give you from personal experience. And then the green elderberry are just for the birds. They are not safe for human consumption at all. Okay, so I got all my elderberries sorted, and I am using my silicone cake pan from Epicure to get them into my thing. So if you've seen any of my other previous videos, you know that I'm also a Epicure consultant. I try to find all of the different ways to solve all of the problems, and one of them is how can you eat healthy and clean and enjoy all the good things. Okay, so this only filled my jar about 1/3 of the way, so I'm only gonna put honey up to about here. This will get covered and put in my pantry out of direct sunlight and be opened and stirred every 2 days for 14 days. And at that time, it should be fermented enough for me to strain. And then we'll kind of give it a test. Ooh, look at that honey. So this is some honey we brought with us from Wisconsin. It is, let's see, raw and unfiltered, as you can see, which I think is the best for fermenting because it has all those natural enzymes. This is actually Northwoods Pure Raw Honey, and it is out of White Lake, Wisconsin. So it's right up the road from where we have some property up in Wisconsin. So this is going to kind of filter down for a little bit. I like to call this crunchy lava lamp. So you can see some of the stuff floating. It'll go a little bit slow at first, and then suddenly it'll be like everything moving. So we're gonna let that sit. It's gonna go in my pantry, and in about 2 weeks, this will be complete. So I'm gonna upload this video before it's done, and then I will add an addendum to it. I'm told I can do that when it's ready and we taste it. So thanks so much for stopping by. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell so it lets you know whenever I put something new up, and share with your friends and family. So remember, be healthy and live organic.